How did you kill 3 people with the badminton racket?
You're in the afterlife, shouldn't you know? Our cameras stopped working.
Our camera stopped working. Something about gratuitous violence.
I just remember we went down there. I got my badminton thing. I took my Ploppo. And then I was about to... You took Ploppo?
You took Ploppo.
Oh, well, that explains everything.
Right. Hardleg and his friends, they're gonna play a lot of games. It's Legsplay.
And welcome to Legsplay! Hardleg Joe here with a Bootleg Drew.
Hey, what's up, people?
And a CB radio.
No one gets my future reference key.
No, I got it. It's just a terrible impersonation of the Doctor.
I can't do Doc. I'm sorry.
Yep, and you may have noticed we're in Conkram of the past. I've skipped past things. Basically, in order to fix that, it turns out there was like a big error with the game, and I had to get a different emulator to go past there. But that same emulator that made it past there also ran really slowly. So what I had to do was go, like, transfer the save files, go past there, save, and then transfer the save files back to this emulator.
So we're back.
We're back. All you missed was the Siru were like, whatever you do, don't tell CB Ladio's parents that you're CB Ladio from the future.
I am CB Ladio from the future. I'm your daughter, and I was raised by wolves.
And we haven't talked to anyone, so we're talking to people. You want to be a voice?
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
And also I came because I heard a new weapon is being developed in Conkram. Oh, it's Dr. Usha.
Wait, young Usha?
Yep.
You gave him a Russian voice, right?
I'm Usha, a roving brilliant scientist. He's like, your Siru look quite weird. I'd like to ask you all about those Siru, but it's getting late. I am already in my pajamas. We'll talk about them tomorrow. Yeah, sure. You want the rest of this room? It costs 10,000 G per night.
And you were complaining about 200 G.
Since tomorrow's a special day, I'll let you all stay for free.
Hot damn.
Yay.
Hot diggity daffodil.
What's the economy like if it's 10,000 G to stay at this place?
Super fancy. Well, we are in the capital.
We're in the capital, near the king and queen's palace.
But that's still
near
quite some
inflation.
inflation.
Near the big old Bohanka Donkeros.
Bohanka Donkeros?
Yeah,
yes, tomorrow's a special day because a new weapon is going to be unleashed that'll win the war, hopefully.
Ah.
As I said, make sure your business is finished before you do.
Okay. So essentially they're going to
Let's buy items from the past and ruin the future economy.
Yes! That's how we do this thing.
I like how everything has stayed the same price in this in this area where it's like 10,000 to stay a night.
Yep, magic items are still roughly the same, you know.
Roughly the same. There's a little inflation due to
Well, maybe they don't need it as much right now because like,
they're in the middle of wartime.
But this is the capital.
Yeah, that's fair.
They do have a new weapon.
They do have a new weapon.
In preparation, they've lowered the prices of everything else. Just between you and me, I'm worried the unveiling of the new weapon tomorrow. I have a bad feeling about it. That's why I came for medicine. You guys buy some too.
Is the weapon...
This guy knows some stuff. I'm buying medicine. Buy all the stocks in medicine.
I feel like the...
9,400!
Put them all in waffles. Tasty, tasty waffles.
There we go, Max!
No, that's a waste of gold and you know it. Buy like 2 or 3.
Let's buy 5 more.
The weapon they're going to release
we'll have 10.
A box-shaped crate.
Could be anything.
It's a board with a nail in it. This'll settle the score!
It's a gun.
No, you know what I love? Is there's just like a box. He's like, they'll never know what's inside it. They don't want to expect a barrel.
The Plaza's box.
Oh, my sons went to war and I'm lonely now.
Wink.
Sorry about that, old lady. We can't.
I was like, we're gonna be serious about this. Like, oh, the actual tragedy of war. And he's like, wink.
Wink.
Well, she says, I'm so lonely. I'm like, wink.
You are.
Mm-hmm. If there were no Siru, there would be no war. Don't mind me. I'm just a foolish old man talking to myself. Spits on shoes.
Spits on shoes, you cereal lovers.
If I'm reincarnated, I want to be a Soren. I envy their permanent neutrality, and they fly through the sky, never getting involved in wars. I just like the sword are up there like, nice war down there, douchebags.
Nice war down there, it is, you bunch of mooks.
Giant nuke goes off. He's like, did you hear that noise?
It's okay, we'll be above the things.
We'll be above
we just got wisdom. Who needs more wisdom?
We've got wisdom. Yes, we do.
Give me all the wisdom.
Why does it sound like you're talking about oil? Give me all the... Wisdom isn't oil, boo.
Yep. Oh, hey,
Then
where's
what
all the
good is
wisdom?
What's good is wisdom.
Can you not rub it on your chest?
Is it not like a fine oil that you rub on your chest and absorb?
No, I'm just picturing wisdom by Bootleg.
Wisdom by Boomerang.
Rub it on your chest.
After
That's
the war,
episode.
I'm
Or your
marching
friend.
into Seoul and having a grand old time. That sounds... I'm telling you, Prince Court, you listening? Prince Court, by gosh, he's great.
He's the best.
He's
Some say he was the best that ever lived.
Oh, welcome. Why are you behind the counter?
How are you really going? Get out of here.
Somehow has mace, just starts spraying in your eyes.
Zeto is Secretary of State. Dohati is Secretary of the Interior. Zora, the High Priest.
Oh, those are all
And
enemies.
Jede is the court scientist. Together they're called the Four Wise Men of Conkram.
Oh, well, that's obviously not going to end poorly for us.
Nope. Nobody knows much about the new weapon. We're waiting till tomorrow.
I call it Simsirus, the Juggernaut, bitch.
Maybe the weapon is the Mist.
Oh.
He and the... So, there's a war between... They're like, we'll turn all their Siru into evil
Yeah.
by unleashing the Mist. What is
Yeah.
this?
And then everyone's going to be like, whoa!
The Nemesis Gem? I have no idea what you're talking... Oh yeah, we need the Nemesis Gem.
The Nemesis.
I give you our secret weapon, Songi.
Songi.
Who?
What? Who?
Who's that?
Who's Songi?
Guys have some nice Siru. Sell them to me. Just kidding.
I
Haha.
honestly don't know who you're talking about.
Second best.
Who?
Okay.
Well played.
Oh hey!
I just like the
we
idea
don't
that
have
they
enough.
they bring that character forward and they're just like, "Here's our secret weapon," and then we're like, "Oh,
Who?
what?
Oh,
I all along, douchebags. I started
I
the
went
war."
back in time with pure power just to insult you. Toodles! And then he like leaves.
I oiled my chest so quickly that I went back in time.
No, you gotta say it in that voice.
I oiled my chest so quickly that I went back to time itself.
And give myself a nice tan.
Rumor has it the new weapons will make the Siru many times stronger than before. Yep, I'm
Yeah,
per-
that's mist. That's
Yeah,
mist.
it's a mist.
Yeah, that's full-on misty.
That's some full-on mist level mist.
That's some mystic spritz right there. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Give it water Pokemon and a teardrop-shaped badge, because that
Oh,
is misty.
that was my
That actually wasn't bad.
that was my favorite Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy Mystic Spritz. You ever see that one?
No, I love it.
They're all for tomorrow. You can't sell you any flowers. She gave me a Siru if I help out in the store.
Just
Oh,
burn
that-
all the
dude,
flowers.
You're gonna
I
be a Zero so hard, so fast.
Yep, he's gonna become one of those Siru demons. The device outside connects to the laboratory under the castle. Under the castle, you say?
under the castle.
Ooh, the castle.
The king and queen will attend the fair. The king is pregnant and has appeared publicly in some time.
The king is pregnant.
Yep.
Call a scientist!
Who? What? Call a scientist.
A scientist shows up. It's a pregnant man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see a problem
I
with
don't
this.
see the problem with this.
Oh, hey! Byron's rule is neutrality at all times, even in war. That's why we also have a dojo in Seoul.
Hey, oil!
Sir, this is the Conkram dojo of the
It's-
Byron monks.
It's so prosperous. There's little fountains of oil just pour.
Swift water! Oh,
Oh, so swift.
I'm gonna be as swift as the mountain.
So
That
so,
that doesn't move, Joe.
I'm gonna be as swift as the horse statue.
so swift.
Okay, you're almost there. Just not
So,
make it a statue.
Let's... What do we want to make faster? Let's make CB Ladio even faster.
Act the fool.
Literally before the thing even starts, she's already attacked 4
Yeah.
times.
We go in, the enemy's already bruised. CB Ladio's missing some stuff. Like, how did this... Oh, hey! Magic fruit! Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Yeah, I like some magic fruit.
So they call them guabo fruit.
Barrels? Oh, there's no over here. Is that what they call it these... I just add that to anything, pretty much. Oh, hey, Guardian Water.
Guardian water.
There's all sorts of... They're giving you all sorts of stat boosters. It's like something bad's gonna happen.
It's like we're gonna have to fight a really tough boss soon. I
Um,
wonder what it could
Who
be.
has the highest defense? Bootreg will make his defense.
It's what's her name's mom?
Mai's mom?
Mai's mom.
Mai's mom.
It always comes back to Mai's mom.
It's just like her as a young girl, and she's just got like a swastika armband, and she's just like, I will kill everyone And then I will go and make a small town with a wall. And then I'll kill Hardleg's dad. Like, who's Hardleg? He hasn't been born yet, but soon! Like, this is super convoluted.
This is the most convoluted JRPG yet. Now that's saying something.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could get on the celebration. Yeah, there is a comment in the comments. You'll have to, what do you think of this whole time travel thing?
I hate time travel.
It's so tomorrow.
Alright, no, I'm going to make a serious point about writing and time travel.
Okay.
In my opinion, and why it bothers me. Because I personally find time travel is lazy.
Wait, 1 second. They say the Soul Warrior Oh, Gaza! That's the Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's just lazy. It's just like, it's basically, can you solve problem? No. Can you find a way for a person to go back in time and solve problem? Yes.
With time travel, every problem is solvable.
Yeah, exactly. It just creates a lazy, easy alternative for you to basically get out of any situation you've gotten yourself into writing-wise.
I like it when it causes the problem.
Well, see, but that's you kind of have to write that in, because otherwise it's just, you just wrote yourself scot-free, and then you've got an angry audience being like, well, why can't this time travel? Mm-hmm. And everyone's just like, well, shit. Well, I guess this happened because he time traveled, so we can't do that.
We time traveled into this problem. We're not going to time travel our way out.
Yeah.
Generally, not like Back to the Future.
See, I don't even like Back to the Future.
Do 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 but do. Sleeping soundly. He's volunteered for the new weapons demonstration. Prince Court, I wish to volunteer for this glorious mission.
Oh, that's shady.
Well, they're all gonna be dead.
Yep.
Stop all that noise, please be quiet. I'm running!
But, yeah, that's honestly what I don't appreciate about it.
Yeah. Although, you know, with this case, though, like, it's almost feels like the other way around. It's not like we had a problem that we could only get out of with time travel.
Yeah.
They specifically made a problem that, like, you'll have to go in the past. I think to sort of show what happened in the past, so you can get an idea.
It's more of a plot device and explanation more so than an easy way out. So,
oh, hey, it's Zeto. He was a giant crab in the future.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This new weapon is indeed good news. It's a blessing. With this weapon, we shall magnify the power of Siru and destroy Soul. But King Nebuchadnezzar is too cautious. Won't permit. I know, I said it wrong on purpose for a joke.
For comedic effect.
Tomorrow is a success. This foot dragging will only make things worse for us in the war. Ah, good old Warhawk there.
Yeah.
Das Capital der Siru.
Capital der Siru!
Yes.
You are strange here. You must be travelers. You know Ratiariu, correct? Yeah, we went there.
Yeah, yada 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 yada.
That's the understand. Technology to raise gigantic Siru. I want that technology for Conkram. So there's just all the former bosses just hanging out in a room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yada 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 yada.
Wait, look at the floor.
The royal family tree.
Are they like?
It's like fancy lions and stuff.
Okay,
no,
it's
not symbolic of the animal they turn into.
Yeah, thought that'd be kind of hilarious.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool, but
the
that's
king
a
and
little
queen
high
are not
graphic for,
here.
PlayStation 1 era game.
And that's where we came from, and no one noticed.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the king and queen are back here.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to wait until
But
morning.
as a counterpoint to what you said before, I feel like that any literary trope can be used in a similar way. It's simply just how you write it.
I like to go downstairs.
Nah, the underground laboratory, kid. Get out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we've
This
seen
is
everything.
Dexter's laboratory.
Time to wait.
Yeah, well...
Yeah,
so,
I feel this, it's kind of like it was used for world building in
Yeah.
this instance.
Well, and I can appreciate that. I'm just saying, in general, I find that time travel is a lazy... I got myself into this is how I get myself
Yeah.
I can see.
Although,
it,
again, I kind of agree with Bootleg, too, that, like...
out.
There's CB, yeah. You agree with me? Why are you telling me that you agree with me in the third person? Don't do that. It's weird.
Don't do that. It's weird. Anyway, you're saying.
Like, if a story is about time travel, it's acceptable. Like, I feel like, something like The Butterfly Effect, or something like Back to the Future is like...
No, it just gets called convoluted. Like,
To me, yeah.
There's so many... They feel like they have to try so much harder to make it compelling to me.
Yeah. I'm finished with this. Like, I get why you can kind of be like, on it, especially because it's essentially magic, and the rules are inconsistent.
With science.
Yeah, and a lot of times...
The genres that they use it.
A lot of times, especially in science fiction, people will be like, you know, the moral of the story is be careful with time travel. And it's like, there are no real time travel. Yeah. We can't, this is a useless lesson.
Yeah. I think, if the lesson had been like, we can always learn from the past, or something like that, like, but that lesson can be taught easily without time travel.
You could say that you have to step out for a second, CB. It's fine. Yeah. That'll be more explained than you just going silent for minutes at a time.
Alright.
Wake up, everybody! Wake me up inside! I can't wake up and save me!
God damn it, CB, shut up!
The demonstration of the new weapon's about to begin.
Alright.
I want to see the fall of Rome.
Let me oil my chest first.
I can't be seen in public.
It's a really small town gathering.
They can only render so many people. Oh, hey.
King Nebular.
My son, Prince Court, has at last completed... Oh. His son. I don't know why I didn't realize that the prince would be... I just assumed it was like a duke sort of thing.
Court.
As like, Court is CB's brother then.
Oh, weird, huh?
Has completed his newest weapon. Court calls it the Mist.
Yep.
I hereby present this new weapon to the people of Conkram. The question is, like, did Court actually think this would help them win the war?
Or was he trying for evil?
Or was he trying to be, And the other question is, why didn't they destroy Sol if they turned everyone into mist monsters?
Or,
The mist is a special gas that makes Siru many times more powerful. Prince Court and Jete in lab under the castle will now open up the door to the Siru world. The Siru world. Using an elixir from the home of the Siru, we have created a new substance. That substance is the Mist, a new weapon that amplifies the power of our Siru. Welcome back, CB. You have a brother, by the way. I hope you didn't know that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Prince Court is the prince of
Conkram.
It seems to be the main bad guy, it seems.
One of them.
Yeah.
Along with Zeto and these other people.
Yeah, but we already faced Zeto and the other guy.
Yeah, all of them.
Oh, we have?
Yeah. Zeto, the guy in the front, he was the first boss. Tahiti was the second guy. And Zora was in the Flying Castle. She becomes the goth girl.
Okay. I thought that Zeto was just the guy who was floating over the wall when we broke it down.
He was, but he was in the first mist generator in the first island. He turned into a giant crab.
Yeah, we beat him, remember?
Long memory.
Yeah.
But wait, wouldn't that make it Court? Wait, then who's Court?
Court's the guy who's doing in the final generator. He's the prince.
Okay, that we're fighting. Okay.
When released from the cylinder, the mist will turn a soldier into mighty warriors. What do you mean it's nothing but farts? How did you store that many? Gentlemen, from the laboratory, Prince Court says he is ready.
Court.
I give you Court!
Oh.
Hey, Sephiroth, how's it going?
Wow. I wonder how he keeps his hair and face like an arrow.
I don't know. From the world of the Siru. I thought the Siru came from Urus Maius.
So
I guess they flew. There was some magical stuff, though. Yeah. Look at this new power of Conkram's new weapon. The pride of Conkram. Just, like, starts coughing, passes out.
Like, empties all bowels.
I don't believe it. They're going to use the mist as a weapon of war.
Hardleg, I don't like this. That person has gone mad.
Court.
It's out of... Oh, wait, you were Court. That was your evil voice.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was in the dreams.
Yeah, that's right.
He beat up CB's dream parents.
I don't remember how I did that voice.
Just do the evilest voice you can do.
It's out of control. We use too much mist. Turn it off now, quickly.
That's pretty good. I wonder who that spiky hair... Oh, that's Jetty.
Jetty,
I think we've seen him before, but I can't...
Prince Court. The energy shut-off switch isn't working.
damn it, man. What do I hire you for anything?
If we don't do something, it's kind of slow.
Well, there we go. That's a lot of... Oh.
Yeah,
Wow, okay, that person's...
I'm signed
Dunk.
up for this!
Dunk. This would be really good with modern graphics.
Just looks like he's punching him
Give
in the
me
butt.
your lunch money, nerd!
He's ripped the feces from his ass!
Oh, they're gonna burn in your churches, raping...
Burning your churches, raping your women.
Raping your churches and burning
your women.
There it is.
I bootleg just with a... I knew something like this would happen.
Yeah.
Just like, didn't I tell you? Like, everyone's dying around you.
Really? And I told you so right now? Yeah, and I told you so. The mist, it can't be controlled by humans.
Yeah, we tried this one time and it didn't work.
The Byron monks tried it once, and then Byron got all pissy at us.
Yep. Listen, everyone, to the underground, quickly! We must turn off the mist! Viva la revolution! Liberate the proletariat!
You're right. Not about the proletariat part, but about shutting down the mist.
We must change the past!
In order to secure the future. How will we do this with the radio show?
Wait, there are already Sirus just wandering around?
Yeah, it's the
It's
Zero
Siru.
world creating mist. Kimimaru level 2.
Ah.
We must defeat our greatest enemy, our greatest ally, Kimimaru.
No, Kemimaru!
No.
You're the chosen one!
Sadness and sorrow starts playing
You
over
were
in the
supposed
background.
to destroy it, not become one of them.
Let's attack Slippy. Slippy the frog! Slippy the frog! He frogs his way into a log. Just singing a song? Well, you can't sing a song from...
That's running more slow, but...
A little bit. It's better than it
Hey,
was.
we got an octopi.
No, it
No,
didn't.
it didn't die.
Oh, awkward.
It just stood up.
No,
Oh no,
sad.
octopi.
It's called a Slippy. It looks like a frog.
Well, I
Trust me.
refuse to kill at any of that nonsense. It's an octofrog.
An octopus?
It's clearly a squid now, and a kid now.
Oh, Lord in heaven. I thought I escaped this a year and a half ago.
Nope, and there it goes.
Tricks are for kids.
It just sunk into the floor. I mean,
It's like-
time to kick Kenimaru in the shins until he dies.
Well, actually, his shins are face level for us.
Good point.
It's like kicking a puppy.
Why would you say that?
You never forget.
It's a...
Never forget the feel of that squish underneath your foot. Yeah.
It's like to combine sayings, you know.
Yeah.
Just use them in inappropriate terms. You murdered him in cold blood. No, I'm just a big boned.
You know what they say.
Early to bed, early to rise.
That's what I always say. I would love that if you use that as a court defense against a murder trial.
He will be missed. He was a loving family man. A penny saved is a penny earned.
He's dead. A penny saved is a penny earned.
Yeah. What do you have to say and defend it? What do you? My client has wished to make a statement. You know what they say. A penny saved is a penny earned.
Take him away.
Take him
Yes,
away.
baby.
Bake
What
him
would your
away
defendant
until
say- What would your defendant say? A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. You killed both of those bush women, didn't you? Oh, I should have chosen a different one.
I do like bushes.
I believe that's the pot calling the kettle black there, Judge. Oh my god. Take us both. Damn, I'm
As
good.
I've showed you that, like, you've been lawyered son thing,
Yeah.
haven't I? Yep, where it's like the blind, the blind murderer.
Yeah.
It's like, prosecutor, could you grab his hand and lead him up there? Like, sure, I'll help him out. He's leading the witness.
Yeah.
It's like, what? He asked me for help. Judge, he's leading the witness. The judge is like, that is something you're not supposed to do.
Damn, I'm
It's like,
good at
Judge, how can you be serious? Is that some sass? Are you sassing me? It sounds like he's sassing you, Judge. It's not just me, right?
Sassafrassin.
Yep. Good old stealing people's content. I love it. I can't make jokes on my own. I just gotta steal other people's jokes. No, it's okay. It's a different...
That's how other people made their careers.
Pretty Dane Cook. I mean, no.
He didn't steal jokes.
No, he didn't. I'm trying to remember somebody who did.
Carlos Mencia.
Really?
Yeah.
Southern Crown kind of does that.
Southern Crown?
Seth MacFarlane kind of does that.
Yeah, I heard Southern Crown too. I don't know where that came. But no,
Seth MacFarlane is now known as Southern Crown.
Mm-hmm.
Southern Crown.
He's not just a good entertainer, he is also a delicious brand of whiskey.
Yes.
Try Southern Crown.
Well, you just combine two brands of two different alcohols.
That's why it's so delicious. It's as good as two.
It's as good as Royal Crown and...
Southern Comfort.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know what Southern was.
Yeah, SoCo and,
I'm secretly an alcoholic.
I don't believe that for a second.
No one would. And that's why I'm getting away with it.
I'm getting away with it. And that's why I am dun dun dun!
This reminds me of, what's his name?
Tough man.
In South America, some South American countries, it's illegal to wear camouflage if you're not in the army. Which basically is their way of saying it's illegal to wear shitty camouflage.
Woos! Oh, that reminds me, by the way, of our earlier conversation on My Hero Academia.
Mm-hmm.
Academia nuts.
Because I am a fan of the show.
My Hero.
Brandon is a fan of the show.
My Hero Academia. Yep.
Yeah. And
Sorry,
Joey doesn't know much about the show, but we're leaving him out of this conversation.
How about we put a seclusion bar? Like,
oh, hey, 2 people grew in levels, but Bootleg wasn't one of them. For whatever reason.
Grow the levels the most, because I got the magic.
Exactly.
You got the magic touch?
I got the magic.
Every little thing he does is magic!
Yep. We're not going farther in the song. I love that.
Oh, I got
song.
some people.
What a mess you've gotten, Ian, too.
But you told us to come here!
You called us. There's this thing that looks like a raw cereal egg coming from the hole.
There are things that look like raw cereal eggs. So all the raw cereal... Tara, what's going on? Why are raw cereal eggs coming out of that hole?
Well, you see, when a cereal loves another cereal...
Well, you see, the Earth was pregnant with raw cereals.
The hole leads to the sealed Rogues Tower, on the frontier of Sirukai.
Huh.
Those are alter egos of rogues, rebel raw cereal. They have the same properties as raw cereal eggs.
It's a little,
all right, thank God. I don't want to
introducing these new concepts.
Hardleg's just like, am I glowing? I feel like I'm glowing. Guys,
is this going to affect my candy bar?
The misgenerator here is a primitive one. With our strength, we may stop it temporarily, but unless we cut off the flow of that material, the misgenerator can't be shut off completely.
In other words, we have to cut off the source.
To the source!
Yep. Destroy.
Exterminate!
Exterminate!
Rogues Tower!
The rogues are evil raw cereal who plotted a rebellion against Teague 1,000 years ago.
Teague is God in this.
Yeah. Sort of do.
Ah, that makes me angry. Postmodern religion is terrible. But yeah, we should destroy the rogues. Sorry. We can't destroy the mist in the future unless we destroy the mist here.
Are we I thought we weren't supposed to affect the past.
Wait. See, this is why I hate time travel. Logically, if we had destroyed the mist here, then none of the events that unfold in the rest of the game would happen. At least not the way we've just currently experienced them.
Unless this already happened, and this was like, this happened back then even.
No, that's not how time travel works.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, sometimes it can be cyclical and turn into a loop.
Time
That's
loop.
Terrible.
Must be careful. We can't return here unless we defeat the rogues.
Like, it wouldn't
because you're not thinking fourth dimensionally, Marty.
Because if you change something, then it's gonna just...
Well, the idea is that you can't change the past. That
one more.
What you did is what always happened.
So you're saying we're gonna fail anyway. So what's the point of playing forward?
Well, we fail here.
Well, that's the thing. We succeed here to lead to the future that we already know. If we don't do anything, it'll be even worse.
It sounds really dumb.
And one more thing, Jackie.
Before Rogue must first enter Shift Alt Delete.
Prepare for battle. I mean, I don't know how else I could prepare for battle. But yeah, apparently the Siru come from Siru Kai. That's a place.
Yep.
Place.
Did they mention that before?
Yeah.
It's west of New Jersey.
I couldn't remember if Siru Kai was
Siru Kai's like one of the first things they mentioned in like the opening credits.
Oh yeah, the Siru come from Siru Kai.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I remember it being like halfway through the game.
I remember that, then Mai's mom, and then the Juggernaut.
I remember it halfway through the game, them describing, like, we going there.
Okay, so maybe that was... Flap CB! Oh, look!
A ground!
The ground! Yeah. Crunch! This is the second vortex we've flown through in 2 days!
Hardleg, look at that! Not you. Not you, CB Radio.
It's a piece of a rogue!
That's right. It's a rogue fragment.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
We've lost the threads of this story.
So is that the same as a power as a raw Siru? Can I eat it?
Guess I still have a lot to learn about raw Siru. 40 hours into the game.
Yeah. The Siru Kai is world beyond human comprehension.
I mean, beep boop.
I mean, beep boop.
We're getting back. We're getting back.
You can talk this whole time? Error.
Rogue's tower is
I
a
just
part
like
of
messing
Siru Kai,
with
but the tower itself is a body of a rogue.
I'm confused.
I don't know either.
The rogues were once raw Siru, and they can hear what we say.
Beep boop. That's why I've been doing this, mostly for my own entertainment, but to disguise from those evil rogues.
What?
Don't question us.
Don't worry. Instead of talking, I'll communicate on a project.
Concentrate
on protecting you from rogue's evil.
I thought we went back in the past, saw some things, got something, and then just went back to the future again.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Window, maybe.
I don't remember going to this rogue's tower.
See what I'm saying? Like fighting the rogue's tower should completely change the game. Because if we defeat the main evil here, then why would it have any chance to succeed in the future?
Well, in all honesty, we don't know for certain that this would be the full main evil if that were the case.
We'll probably see here in a minute, but what I'm thinking is, ooh, gross.
That's getting nightmare feeling.
What I'm thinking is, what was it? So, Court was like, oh hey, I found this portal to Siru Kai, and it's got this mist. And the rogue raw Sirus essentially were like, oh yeah, this will make it really strong, you just have to release us.
Yeah.
And he releases them, and it turns out they're evil.
Right. Oh, dun dun dun!
But then he sort of like, evil you say? Well, that sounds like something I want, so then he builds the stable mist generators to be evil, maybe? I don't know.
Right, again, but if we defeated the raw Siru, or the rogue Siru,
the
rogue raw Siru, before that they communicate or escape into reality.
That's what I'm saying. The rogue Siru didn't escape into the reality. We're not fighting the rogue Siru, we're fighting Court.
Oh, we're fighting Court now? Then we won't have to fight Court in the future.
But no, we're not fighting him right now. In the future, we're fighting him.
This is why I hate time travel.
Okay, right now we're defeating the raw Siru, the evil raw Siru.
See, when you say right now, do you mean in the present or in the past?
In the past. What I'm saying right now, currently what we are doing is about to defeat the evil raw Siru that have influenced everything thus far.
Yeah.
Therefore, if we defeat them in the past, their influence will not happen in the future because they're defeated.
Their influence has already happened because Court has seen them, and he'll be inspired from this to become evil in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And Court is the guy we're actually fighting.
You went the opposite direction.
I know. I wanted to see what was in the other room, because I saw a chest over there.
Again, you're not thinking fourth dimensional.
Chesticles.
Saying that only infuriates me and makes me want to punch you. Because that
Into what dimension?
That's fine. If you want to punch me, you can punch me all you want. But the question is, what dimension are you punching me into? Because if it's fourth dimensionally, then you're thinking fourth dimensionally. And I've already won. A magic armband? What does that do?
It literally has a swastika on it.
That's rude.
It's not magical, it's just really offensive.
Increase max magic power by 25%. Well, I know who's getting a magical armband. 10%? No.
That's only giving him. That's giving him more mana.
Yeah.
You want 25% more magic. That's a whole fourth more magic.
All right. Magical. Let's say.
These aren't.
That was him hitting me. Why is a man to raise the roof?
I guess I could combine.
Shut up, you nerd. Stop your sniffling. You're ruining the take.
That's blood, you jerk.
Let it drip.
Let it drip.
That's
Let
valuable.
it lie where it is.
That'll be valuable to Dracula. Dracula's
Our
here?
manager.
Also, that'll teach you a lesson about being tough.
What,
If you
you're
bleed
tougher?
Yeah, that, and if you bleed out, you're weak.
Pain is just the body releasing weakness. Like, that is the dumbest thing I think I've ever heard.
I bleed red, white, and blue. I'm so American.
You might want to see a doctor, bud.
Doctor said it was pancreatic cancer. I told him to shut his commie mouth. Oh, hey, 3 people. That's a lot of people.
You okay there, Drew?
No, I'm dying.
We're all dying.
Yeah. I'm dying a different color than you guys, though.
I really hate that response, because I know that. But I'm dying faster than you, so I think I deserve priority.
It's not a race, Drew. First one to die wins! What? Oh, God!
But as player holding priority right now, in turn order, I get to choose which goes on the stack first. Therefore...
I'm fully okay with being at the end of this line.
Therefore, Brendan's last. My trigger will go off first. I die. Then Joe dies. Then Brandon's left to die.
I'm left to inherit the wind!
And then die.
The wind?
It's a movie.
Oh, okay. It's like to imagine you're like at your uncle's funeral and it's like, and your uncle bequeathed to you the wind.
It's in its entirety. An entire element.
Then you're just like at the lunch table later, like, turns out my uncle owned the wind.
Yeah.
Like,
You know about like Zephyr did? And, like,
what do you mean by like the wind?
You know, like the old Greek myths? He had that bag.
It's just hold an entire wind system.
Like, all of it? Yeah.
Yeah, the North Wind, I got it. South Wind is a nice guy.
He claimed it when he was a kid, and no one contested it, so he just got to keep it.
Yeah. Apparently they said it was a useless resource, but look at him now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Dead.
He tried to get all the governments. He sent letters to them, letting them know that he owned the wind, and they needed to pay him. And 90% of governments were just like, fuck off. But Zimbabwe and Luxembourg started paying him to license the wind, and that's just how he made his money.
And Oklahoma was especially mean to them, so look what happened to them. Tornadoes every other week.
Tornadoes every other week.
He doesn't control the wind, he just owns it. It's like being like, yeah, I own the land, so I made the earthquake happen. Oh, God! Drug trip.
You stepped into my spellbinding circle.
It's not over, it's only just begun.
It's only just
Alright, so anyway,
begun.
we were talking earlier about...
My Hero.
Yeah, My Hero. I was watching it recently, and I was like trying to think of like a good quirk. Because like not like what quirk I'd want, but like designing a quirk is interesting because it's like a superpower, except much more limited.
Yeah.
In a sense that the balancing mechanic of it is actually much more like harsh.
Do they have official rules for like how you have to balance such things?
No, that's the cool part. Is that some quirks have really soft balances. Like this one girl, Momo Yorosu, basically she has a quirk called Creation, where she can turn the lipids of her body into and reform them into different atoms to create inorganic materials. So basically, if she understands the structural, like...
She really likes reading encyclopedias, by the way.
So yeah, so if she understands how a thing is, like, structurally, like, anatomically structured, she can, like, create it. So, like, a cannon, if she understands the fundamentals of how a cannon works, she can make a cannon out of lipids in her body. The problem is she has to, like, the balancing mechanic there is that she has to constantly eat and keep up her body fat content. But she's not really fat, too. That's the really annoying part about it. That's my only complaint about her.
I could have made a character who was, like, legitimately fat and just nice.
Overpowered.
Well, they already did that with one of the main characters, which was, what's her name? Uravity.
Uravity? Well, she's not fat.
In the manga, she's actually a thick girl. She's actually not
Really?
not
No.
thick. Like she's actually like
I don't think so.
no, in the manga she's actually kind of plump, and in the manga, in the anime, they actually
Skinned her down?
skinned her down to make her more fan servicey. My
Okay.
guess.
I don't think so. I've seen the manga. She
Yeah.
doesn't look that thicker.
Wait,
Yeah.
did we write down what Bootleg's thing was? Because we don't have it here.
We should have it. It's Byron's Rage. Go all the way down.
No, it should be the top one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You unlocked Byron's Rage. I remember that.
Oh, I think we
Because we had to restart.
we had to reset.
I'll look it
man.
up in a second.
Yeah.
But some of the mechanics are quite harsher. Like the one electric student.
Yeah,
His is
he's
that
my favorite.
he's really great. But
Yeah. Comment in the comments, by the way, if you like My Hero Academia or what you think of it in
Academia,
general.
yeah. So he can like the one he can't aim it thus far. He can't aim his electrical current. He can just send out huge amounts of electrical currents from inside his body that are stored up. The problem is that it affects his brain waves. So or the static in his brain, so that when he releases too much or too high a voltage, it makes him stupider for a second. Basically, he nerfs himself.
Yeah.
So he can create millions of volts of electricity, but he can't but he can only do one burst and then he's useless for the rest of the fight.
I think my favorite one. Oh, crap, what was it? There's one that was just I was thinking about it and I just lost it. Oh yeah, no, Eraser. I know he's my favorite one, but I really like how they nerf him.
Yeah.
His ability is literally he looks at you and your quirk is nullified.
So basically,
But
he
he
takes
has to-
superpowers.
He has to keep constant eye contact. So he's the character himself is literally his eyes are bloodshot, and he's like a pro superhero. So he's already doing this all the time. So he actually has to eye drops every 5 minutes. You see him
in the middle of a fight and stuff, and it's not that he has to keep eye contact. He has to keep his eyes on you.
Yeah, he has to keep them open. He can't
blink. The moment he blinks, there's a reset time basically between quirk shutoffs.
Oh, okay.
So it's the nerf is more organic, and it's really the not nerf, but the
But it also
limitation.
affects groups of people. Yeah, but if he blinks, the whole group can get their thing back. But as long as
Hey,
he keeps his
Bootleg went up.
Yeah, but as long as he keeps his eyes open, a whole group of villains could be quirkless, and thus allowing other people to fight them with an advantage.
and he's really good with hand-to-hand combat too.
Yeah, but yeah. So I was trying to, me and a friend of mine were just coming up with quirks and seeing how we could balance them, really
Whoa.
overpowered ones. Oh, that's a griffin from earlier. Remember that? That was the
I remember
first
when
boss.
this was, yeah. One of them.
Mhm.
It's a level 2!
What do we do? Beat the hell out of it.
Kennymaru.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not even gonna use it. I'm just gonna save.
In a spirit? Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
It'll be
spirit
fine.
up.
I mean, he'll use one because
This
his isn't level 9 yet. His isn't even the most devastating.
Oh, really? Wow.
Hardleg's is more powerful for some reason.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, his main character.
Right.
I think also I've been having you use Iota to try to get that up.
Oh, okay.
Because that's better against multiple enemies.
Makes sense,
So I can sort of just clear things out.
Also, writing-wise, I like the fact that the female heroes are all really supportive of each other.
Yeah.
They're actually a good friend group rather than most
Mean
catty
girls.
female- yeah, mean girls who be mean to each
Also,
other.
I like the fact that the actual the women in there are they're legitimate heroes, not they're just heroes because and they're just women who are heroes. They're legitimate heroes. Doesn't matter either way.
Well, that's the kind of the show's whole point is the different philosophies and actions that define hero.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone has their own interpretation of what it means to be a hero and
Yeah.
what heroic actions are. And that's kind of what the whole show does, is explore those actions.
Actually, wasn't that are we on Hardleg or Bootleg?
That was Hardleg.
Okay, sorry. Okay,
I saw his blaze at the top.
Yeah, I was like, is that? I couldn't tell.
I can look it up in a second, but yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll get it in between.
Mhm.
I don't feel like now is the time to unlock it.
Yeah.
I mean, either way is good. I was almost just gonna, I don't think there's really gonna be anything to watch here, so I was just gonna be like, we can go ahead and go next time on Legsplay,
Okay.
Yeah.
and we'll just come back when this thing's dead.
Sure.
Because, I mean, it's just a boss, you've seen it before, it's not gonna do anything spectacular.
Watch it be this kills it.
Turns into her mother.
Probably, she did 4,000 damage to it.
Turns into her mother.
Ah.
It turns it story beat happens. Oh crap!
Hey, we got Miracle Water.
Nice.
So yeah, next time on Legsplay, we'll explore the rest of the Rogue Tower and see what's happening.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep.
I actually didn't need to finish.
Comment in the comments if you comment in the comments. Comment in the comments if you comment in the comments. If you like these guys, please subscribe.